the HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show.
Yo, what's up? It's the one and only Hip Hop Gamer. We live here in cold ass Boston. You're gonna hear me say that throughout my entire interview because it's cold, but it just got a bit hot right now. You know what I'm saying? We checking out Life is Strange episode 2. I got legends in my presence right now. You know what I'm saying? Legends, man. Don't nod. Represent. All right? Now listen, before we even start the interview, man, it'll be my honor to present you the Hip Hop Gamer Hot 97 GameStop title. You know what I'm saying? Word up, son. Yeah, kid. We're Biggie and Paco there, son. Word up, kid. So now my first question gonna go to you. Now, Life is Strange. I played episode 1. You know what I'm saying? And I just gotta say thank you for dedicating your craft to such an amazing game that I feel is more than just a game. I think there's certain areas in episode 1 that can actually teach people how to be better people. That's one of the things. The game is not just a game to me. It's something that can actually better people's personality and how they view things and how important information is when you could go back and see things. So the first thing I want to say about Life is Strange, what has the reception been since the first episode has been out? What people have been saying to you guys, and how are you taking this to the next level in episode 2?
Oh, thanks a lot. Oh, okay, thanks. No, we're really happy with the reception. We have been overwhelmed with fan reactions. There is tons of fan art already of Max and Chloe on the web, and we didn't think it would be that good.
Yeah, we spent the first day after the release of episode 1 just reading Twitter and reading the hundreds of tweets up until 7 a.m. in the morning. Wow. It was like a drug. We couldn't stop watching this, and we've seen amazing reaction of people that wouldn't have thought it was their kind of game. Like they play only shooters, and by looking the screen say they didn't thought it would be their game, and when they played it they loved it. So we've seen a lot of people reviewing the game and saying, guys, I don't play this kind of games, but we just love it and we recommend to our friends. So amazing reactions.
Yeah, and that's so cool for the team to see that there is a lot of players loving what we have done, and it gives a lot of strength also to continue, because we have still 4 episodes to finish. So yeah, so 2 is finished. But yeah, it's amazing to see so many people liking the game, and after when you're working on it, you know that you're doing also it for them. So yeah, it gives us a lot of strength, and to the team, for the team, it's really something incredible. So yeah, thanks a lot for the fan arts are just incredible, and it's so cool to see like more than hundreds of fan arts. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, do me a favor. I didn't introduce you guys in the beginning, so introduce yourselves actually, and you know who you are and what you do, so everybody that's following you could be like, oh, that's that dude that do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Word up. So introduce yourself. Let them know who you do.
So hi, I'm Michel Cor. I'm the co-game director of Life is Strange.
And art director. Let's go. Yeah, you draw this?
So with Edouard.
Yeah, the other artist was really cool. So I'm Luc Bagadoust. I'm the producer.
You did the what?
I'm the producer. So
yeah, he's a strong guy.
So they are the minds, they are the creativity. I just bother them with planning and budget. So I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, no, great guy. He take a lot on his shoulder, and yeah, you look like he's very strong, but he is. So it's cool. And I'm the other co-game director with Michel. So working together with 40 people in I don't know. Yeah, Raoul Barbet. Sorry. And yeah, we are 40 people in France to working on the project.
So. I'm telling you right now, I want to hang out with y'all because I want to learn how to talk like that. I think I could get a whole lot of like girls if I had a voice like y'all, because like I love your accent. Like I want to learn how to do that. I'm going to France, and I want to try to say, hey, how you doing? I can't do it. Anyway.
To France, you have to go by the studio. It looks really nice, like a little bit sci-fi, like Remember Me. Yeah. So you have to come visit.
Really. Remember Me was my shit. Like I already know in my last interview. Remember Me is crazy. So now my next question about this game is I think one of the best things about this idea is it discovers things about you, like as a player. When you decide to leave with whatever decision you leave with, that's most likely the decision you probably would really do in the game. And I think people get to learn about themselves as a person just by seeing these things. Now, one of the parts I want to talk about was when the girl thought another girl was taking the boyfriend from her and stuff like that when they was in a college, and that was an ugly situation right there. You know what I'm saying? But because of what you did and the way you did it and the information that you had, you was able to fix a situation where nowadays people will egg it on and ruin the situation. So I just think that there's a lot of teaching there. And when you think about, like, on the news, people always say games is bad, it's the reason why people are killing people and all this other shit. I think it's games like this that changes the whole idea of what games are. So now that you have this platform and stuff like that, what happens beyond, like, Life is Strange? Like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of now that you have this, what happens beyond, and where do you see this idea going? You know, outside of Chloe, outside of the main character, I'm talking about for the industry itself.
Oh, that's a big question. Oh, that's a big question. But yes, you're right. We've seen that players with the run mechanism, like you said, the player really has the chance to ponder his choices, to test a choice, test another consequence, rewind, and make the choice he thinks that's the best. There will be some twist because, of course, there is no black or white choice. Everything is shades of gray, and player will discover that some choice they made in episode 1, they thought there was a good choice, might come back at them later, and because but what we're really trying to do with this game is to push the player to accept his choices. As in real life, you need to accept what you did and just go forward with your life. And
you just said the magic word.
Okay.
People don't accept shit no more.
Yeah, and we're giving them the power to try everything, but what we really want to say is that they need at a point to just go forward and go with it.
Yeah, and it's fun because we play also the Telltale games. Walking Dead is awesome, but it's true that sometimes you have to choose between this guy will die or this guy will die, and here it's like a simpler situation, real life situation, but we've seen people struggle with what I'm gonna do because I can't see the outcome, but what is my real choice? And yeah.
Oh my God!
Talking about the themes, you talk about that the game can also talk about those everyday life problems or everyday life choice.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of indie games doing that already, talking about social issues and things like that. And of course, we've got a lot of great indie games talking about those immigration, things like that. And I think it's really important to have all of these subjects also in video game. Yeah. And because we love action game, we've got a lot of action game, but on the other side, it's cool to have also game talking about not classic stuff but everyday life stuff, and it could be really interesting also in this kind of questioning. And yeah.
Something interesting is we have a fan on Twitter. It's a young Israeli girl that's 14, and she said that this game helped her to enjoy the photography class she's taking. Before she thought that photography was boring, and that because it's really. And
shout out to Shorty that's 14 years old that changed their idea of what photography is because of this game. That's crazy.
That was quite cool to read that. Yes.
That's amazing. Now, I want to talk about controversy, because there's controversy in everyday life, and that's why I love talking to you guys, because I could talk about real life shit because of the way the game is designed. So the thing is, when you think of controversy, whether it's in gaming or just anything, we deal with like racism, all types of hate, all types of negativity. And the thing is, sometimes to change what's ugly, people got to see the ugly in themselves and be like, hey, I don't like this, and then decide to make the change for themselves, because you can't really change anybody. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to ask you, in this particular game and how far the episodes go, will we ever see any type of controversy on that level, whether it's sexism, racism, hate, like will you go that deep? Because a lot of times people are afraid to go there because they're afraid of the backlash, but I think you gotta face that in order to fix that. What's up? I like you smiling. You like that question.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so cool to talk about that, about video games, because sometimes we don't want to talk about that. So it's great. Thanks for the question. yeah, for sure we are going to talk about difficult subjects, and we want to have adult themes and difficult themes in our game. That's why because we think video game is a great media also to talk about that. Not only have fun, we love to play a game just to having fun, but it could be used also to talk about serious stuff and important stuff. So yeah, for sure we are going to talk about it. After we will see if player like it. It's for the players, so I think they will like to ask themselves about those subjects. I think so. So I hope you will enjoy it. Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, there's so much that I can see happening with those particular social issues. You know what I'm saying? So now, from a gameplay standpoint, the fun that I have is like not just the actual rewind parts. The fun that I have is seeing how creative you guys are putting us in those situations. Like just now, I didn't know you gonna ask how much money she had or how many cigarettes was there. Like I didn't even think about that, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I feel like this type of game is a game that allows players to think instead of just mindlessly go shoot and mindlessly go this. So here's a big question. I'm really close with NYU, New York University college, and we're here in Boston. There's a whole bunch of colleges and stuff out here. Have you guys ever tried to partner with colleges to allow your game to be something that they use as a way to study life? I think that shit would change anything, because Life is Strange is something that everybody can identify with. And I love the fact that you guys went with a female lead. I love that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I hear the whole like some of the dudes that be like, oh, woman, this and that. Like, yo, y'all ain't see Ronda Rousey in UFC? She'll bust that ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? You crazy? Like, so my thing is like, I love just the energy and the diversity and the willingness to come together. I think that should be a class in college. That I really think that this game could reach that. What are your thoughts? Oh, y'all feeling that?
Partnership with
Word up. What do you think of that, man?
I don't know. We didn't never thought about that. But thanks for saying that. It's really
a good compliment.
A good compliment. Yes,
we have
but
to think about this. Yeah.
Yeah, but and again, I think there is a lot of smaller games who talk already about those difficult subjects, and it's cool to have it. The video game as a new media and as an art, it could be really something, because new generation are playing a lot. So I think they are play game more than maybe they read books. Yeah. So I think we have to use this media wisely, and so yeah, we'll see in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, I think me personally, I think this game is bigger than a game. You see what I'm saying? Even though the game is the platform, I think it's bigger than that. And that's why I said if this was an actual college course or something pulled from it, it could change lives. So that was like one of my main things I wanted to ask you guys, to see if you would even be open like to trying to make something like that happen. You know what I'm saying? So another question, and a few more questions, and I'll wrap it up. One of the things that I like is the tornado. Like that, that part in the game, son. Real talk, because when I first started playing it, I was like, wait, is this a scary game? Because this shit was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of scary a little bit. But the whole tornado thing, how did that come about? Like, what's the reason that you have a natural disaster in this game? Because I think I know the reason, but I don't want to say it. I want to hear y'all idea first. But what's the reason for having a natural disaster set the game off?
To be honest, we don't want to spoil the ending, so that's something the player will have to discover. But yes, the natural elements are really important in Life is Strange. That's why we decided to set the story in the Pacific Northwest, in a small town between the ocean and the forest. And there is really this contrast between the nature and the city, the man versus the nature. And it's some themes that are important, that will get more important in the later episodes.
Okay.
But the player will have to discover that.
Now,
thank you.
Now, the reason why I threw that question out there is because what we've seen in life and in social things, whenever there's a natural disaster, like when Hurricane Sandy hit and all this other stuff, it didn't matter about black or white or Asian, woman, man. None of that stuff mattered. We just banded together to try to help each other because, we had a bad storm and people lost houses and lost stuff. None of the stuff that people focus on everyday life mattered at that point. It was really about helping one another, and sometimes it takes something really bad to make that happen. And that's why I figured this natural disaster could be something in the game that will bring people together in a way to kind of end off the series.
Yes, and again, nature, it's not evil. It's not black or white. It's just gray. It's something that happened, and that's something you will have to discover.
Yeah, I can't wait to play this game. So for my last question and stuff like that, in terms of Life is Strange, will the game end with her as the lead character, or is there a situation like how if you play a game like Zombie U where the character died and that character's gone, like, you know, they don't ever come back, or Heavy Rain, if they die they never come back but you use a different character? Does this game end with her, or will there ever be a time where we will see a new character to continue on this game?
Yeah, good question. No, we've got a story to tell, and this is a story of Max. So Max will be the lead character for the whole story. Yeah, but you will have some surprise. Yeah.
I really like it.
Thank you.
Call us saying,
That's all I really needed. So look, this is your boy HipHopGamer, Hot 97, GameStop, Life is Strange, Don't Nod. These dudes are phenomenal. I'm honored to be in your presence, and I can't wait to play episode 2. When can we expect it to come out?
Soon.
And that's it. We out, baby.